too.
Really, midnight solos again? Come on, Gus. People are sleeping.
Has your social media feed started to look a little off?
Tell me I'm not hallucinating right now.
Fake celebrity endorsements, news reports, doorbell camera footage, and more that all look real at first swipe, but have a certain eeriness. Or maybe you've seen videos that are a bit more overtly fake.
Yep, it's really me, Bigfoot.
Like the many clips of animals doing seemingly impossible things. These videos, generated by AI tools from Meta, Google, OpenAI, and more, are spreading on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at a rapid pace.
Every other scroll, it is some AI-generated, influencer.
Dubbed AI slop, some of these clips are meant to make us laugh, like Marilyn Monroe here, while others are out to spread misinformation in a world already struggling with claims of fake news.
You will be fooled by an AI photo this week, and you probably already have been and you didn't know it. We have not come to terms with what this means for society.
Celebrities like Keanu Reeves having to grapple with AI deepfakes.
How disconcerting is that for you?
Well, I mean, it's not a lot of fun.
Even Al has been the target of AI videos trying to dupe shoppers.
Reversing my hypertension in just 3 months.
I don't have hypertension.
It can be easy to spot the more outlandish AI clips, but what about something more believable, like a dog cuddling up to a baby, a grandma dancing at a barbecue, or a harrowing body cam video?
I can tell this is fake, and I'm trying to figure out who can't, and I'm starting to slowly realize that it's a lot of the older people that can't. Because my kids don't really like AI. They look at it and like, oh, it's AI. And they can tell that it's fake. I think it dupes a lot of older folks. So if you're like between the age of 40 and up or 35, I don't know, you 35-year-olds shouldn't be like, y'all shouldn't get the okie doke from AI. Y'all really shouldn't. Y'all literally grew up in the technology age. You're on the back end. The computers were already up. I don't know. Your mind should be prone to it. You should be honed to it at least. But either way, I could tell. Tell me if you can. Leave a comment. If you can't tell and you actually got duped by an AI piece, let me know. I'm curious.
Pull your leg, pull your leg.
Even AI fakes designed to make you feel good, to tug on your heartstrings. These videos are turning feeds into a mix of real-life content and computer-made footage. And some users are tired of it.
I don't know what the solution is, but this technology should never have existed in the first place.
So how can the average social media user separate fact from fiction?
So we're going to show you what is out there, what's fake.
The team at Corridor Digital, a production studio with more than 7 million subscribers on YouTube, put some special people to the test.
So we've got all of our moms on a call here. Can we teach them to spot fake AI videos?
Corridor co-founder Nico Puringer and his team took an analytical approach to distinguish real from fake. Their video has more than 2.3 million views.
Now you have to start looking at other clues in the shots. What about the cars? What about the people?
See, there's people going to the right, and then they're gone.
You're right. You clocked it 100% as fake.
It turns out there is hope for us. We just need to know what to look out for.
From now on, just because it looks real no longer means it is real.
Thanks for watching. Peace.
Wow. All right, Vicky, thanks.
I saw some lady push an AI video and it had like 20,000 views on it, and it was about Pakistan, and they really believed that this was real. Like, it really believed. And I said, damn, this is AI, but nobody got it. And I believe it's just a lot of older folks. I just believe it is, man.
We are joined now here in the studio by Nico Puringer. He's from Corridor Digital. This is a real life Nico. This is not AI Nico. He is here though in the flesh to show us some ways to spot AI generated videos. Thanks for coming in from California to do this
for us. Having me.
I mean, before we get into like the tips and how we can spot real from fake, are we past the point of no return? I mean, are our efforts at this point futile?
You know, I mean, I'm an optimist. I don't think so. You know, to me, it's like we've already been in an era for a while where it's easy to fake images. It's easy to fake text. We've armed ourselves with ways to figure out what's real and what's not in those regards. So, you know, it's just a matter of learning how to do that with video now.
All right, let us get some tips, because this is what people really want. And your number one tip, which I think is a great one, and we have a video of this, it's the length of the video, right?
Yeah.
Tell us.
That's the very first thing that I look at. Like, when I'm trying to tell if a video is fake or if it's real, I immediately look at how long is it. If it's 10 to 15 seconds long, it's a great indication that it's not
Why
a
is
legitimate
that?
video. Well, Making AI videos takes a ton of computing resources.
So I'm gonna stop him right there, and he'll get into this. When you make a video in anything like open art, or which is open art is probably one of the best ones. I love open art. I love making videos in open art. When you make a video, your maximum in open art, I think, is like 8 seconds, might be 10, depending on the generator that you're using. So you got to turn around and make at least 3 8-second videos to make a good at least 20-second 20-second video, right? To get over that 20-second mark. Most people, when you look online, if it's real and it's authentic, we do more than 30 like 8-second videos or even 20-second videos. Most people do 30-second, 45-second videos. It takes a lot to generate that. You're going to go through a bunch of credits because you're going from one screen to the next one, and you're taking the ending of that one and matching it right to the beginning of the next screen. And that can be a lot of work. That's why they haven't turned around and made a full AI movie yet, because the systems still have that hallucination where even if it ends on one screen, let's say the guy picking up the suitcase, if it begins the next screen with the guy walking with the suitcase, it can look a little bit inconsistent, a little inconsistent. The time, yeah, definitely. It takes a lot of credits to run this. If you check out Open Art, when I start every month with Open Art, I think I come in and I'm telling y'all a lot more than you probably want to know. Who knows? If you like this, you let me know. When I start, I think I'm starting with like 12,000 credits for the month. But to make one 8-second video can run about 200 credits. And then you're talking about you make that video, and then that video may not be what you prompted it to do. It may be off. So you may had to, I actually at one time had to do 5, almost 6 videos. I think it was 6 videos until I actually got the initial start that I wanted that video to be like the prompt, until it actually obeyed the prompt. That's why I say this thing, and this is why I'm actually leading into this thing with Sam Altman, because I keep saying it, AI isn't ready. I don't know why we're firing people, why we're making it seem like we're in some type of AI rush and man needs to go. AI isn't ready. It produces more hallucination than, I'll say more, probably about 5%, depending on how well you use it, can be not consistently what you want. That 5%, like that little 5%, shoot, that thing can pop up in the middle of creating something. And you got to struggle through credits to get it right until you actually get to the end of it. And I'm giving you insight. If you're somebody that you're trying to do more AI videos and do a lot more AI content, or you're just getting into AI, you got to watch out for that, because even to have just I would say the entry level, I think it's the step 2, the second step up for Open Art, it's like $54 for that month. So they have packages that go as high as $179 and a little bit more. You can buy those credits, but it becomes expensive, especially if you're not making money off of it.
So it's already using some of the most powerful computers we have available just to get 15 seconds. So to get beyond that right now is a little bit beyond the capabilities of just the machines that we have.
Okay.
Are there editing programs, though, that you can use to stitch longer videos together?
Certainly. Just like a visual effects artist can sit down and make an illusion out of nothing. You can still work with, AI videos and push it beyond what the capabilities currently are, though.
All right, let's figure out if things are real or not. This is your second big tip. So what sort of details, when you're doing something AI, what kind of problems do people generating AI have with the details?
Oh, man, I mean, the details are tough. Yeah. There's a lot of little things to look at. One thing I love watching is just picking people out in the background and following through the shot. And you'll see them do things that don't make any sense. They'll walk into traffic, they'll walk the wrong way. For this example here, you can look at some of the details here. That the text is a great thing to look at.
What are you looking at?
So, for example, there's a little sign that says tax.
Oh, tax.
Taxi.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it becomes far.
Far. Oh, it just changed in the middle.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So those little bits of text are great to look at, but also like watching people. Like there's that guy walking up who looks like a police officer for a minute, and then he just like shows up in the shot.
What about the architectural nonsense? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, the architectural. It's very dreamlike sometimes. You'll see a door like opening to like a wall of nothing, or like windows that are right in front of like a concrete wall, things that just don't make sense.
Yeah, like I did a shot for a video. It's on my playlist. I think I released it yesterday or the day before yesterday. It was talking about teens mobbing Atlanta. And I put a picture of the Battery wall. Now, that's the wall going into the Battery, because I literally wanted the scene to be them walking out of the Atlanta Battery. And if you don't know what that is, that's where the Braves play baseball. But it puts it right smack in the middle of the street, and most people won't notice it. I ran with the picture because most people wouldn't notice it. I knew where that was. But if you can't really discern or look at details, or you're not a detail-oriented person, this will definitely duke you.
It's just, you know, it's the appearance of reality, but it isn't reality. And when you look at the background, you'll see those details start to fall apart.
Just on another topic, like there's a lot going on around the world. There are a lot of videos out there that are showing bombings in places, and people don't know. Like they're asking, was that real? Did that happen? How do you know which one of those are real or not real?
Well, once again, the first thing I turn to is video length. Like, is this a 10 to 15 second long video? If it is, be doubtful. But if it's like a 30-second long unbroken shot, you're probably dealing with the real thing. But another thing to look at is the quality of the video. Because all these, you know, these AIs are effectively trained on these videos, and it's a statistical like amalgamation of what you see. You don't get things like bad compression and noise and things that aren't framed correctly. Where you would get that if somebody grabbed a video off their phone and uploaded it 20 times before it got to you. You get all that like degradation of the image. You don't.
So if it's very grainy, if it feels grainy when you look at it, you got to consider that most of our phones, the average phone, well, I said average, just about every phone right now operates like on 5G. You're going to get at least 1080, if not 1K, 4K, depending on your setting. When I look at it and I see it's grainy, I already start thinking, if it's not an old, real old video, then more than likely it's AI. When I say real old video, I think you're more susceptible to be taken, like somebody that deals with AI, to be taken advantage of on an old video in opposed to a new video, because most old videos are grainy, right? They didn't have 1080 in early 2000, 2005, 2010, stuff
like get that with AI video.
Looks too perfect.
Exactly.
Too good to be true. The subject also in a lot of these videos is perfectly centered. That's a giveaway.
You're never gonna get like bad framing, like
right there.
Yeah, for this example here, like
by the way, right in front of 30 Rock. So.
Yes, it looks super real at first, but then
what's not? How do you know it's not again?
Well, the camera's barely shaking. It's a handheld camera. It's like this really smooth Steadicam shot. She is perfectly in the center of the shot. You know, then you can start to look at the details, the flags. Like, what countries are those flags for? You know?
I mean, you're really good. Most people sitting at home right now.
Like
this is why we're all in trouble. Look real to me.
Yeah.
All right, give us your last tip. You said you should use skepticism when you look at these things.
At the end of the day, all the tools that you're armed with when it comes to sussing out what's real and what's fake still apply to video. You know, what's the context? The 3 C's here, right? The common sense and context. What are you being shown? Are they trying to get money from you? Are they trying to get you to do something that should trigger some red flags? Another one is the source. Like, is this just a random clip that popped up in your social media feed, or is it from someone that you trust or a source that you trust? And of course, cross-check. Is there another angle of it? That's one of the most important things. If there is a second angle, then it's probably not AI.
You had a good question earlier about people. Like politicians and people who are in the public.
Saying words that you know, sometimes you picture someone saying something and you're like, did they really say that?
Right, I've seen a lot of
Roker. I mean, just even like that Roker ad.
Exactly.
Could be anything.
So
he does not have hypertension.
One of the things to look at to see if you're looking at a manipulated piece of somebody talking is to look at the Adam's apple, because it manipulates the face, but it doesn't manipulate the body language. So if the Adam's apple doesn't bob and move at the same rate in the rhythm of the speech, that's a sign that you're looking at a manipulated image.
Wow. Okay. And folks who want to follow you on YouTube.
And this is like really crazy. And I took a second to talk about this simply because I see too many people getting played by these AI videos. I'm trying to figure out how you can't tell, but I get it, because if you don't use AI enough, you're not going to be able to tell. And that's just the reality of it, right?